You guys, hey you guys. I'm gonna do another review. This is obviously on a very common knife that you've probably all seen. It's the Kershaw Leek. It's the 1660 or the 1660. It's basically your standard model with stainless steel handles and 440A, and it's a very good knife. I've used it pretty extensively. It came very sharp, it's hair popping sharp, and for a 440A, as the steel is, it holds an edge pretty well, I have to admit. Been cutting lots and lots of wood with it, lots of very hard birch, seasoned birch, and also some oak. And yeah, it can keep its edge for quite some time actually. It can keep the very keen edge for a much longer time than the S30V that I've used on some of my other knives. As I've heard that the lower the steels that have a lower content of various other, carbide forming materials such as vanadium and chromium and molybdenum have better edge stability. And I guess the term edge stability means how well it can keep its keen edge, which is edge retention is how long it can keep a working edge. That's the way that I see it, and I can see that this thing holds a really keen edge for quite some time. But anyways, back to the knife itself. Stainless steel handles, as I said. Partial G10 backspacer, 3 screws. Pot clip, I did reverse it. It used to be tipped down, but I like it tip up better. It is a frame lock. It's a very, very, very stout frame lock. No blade play whatsoever. Very smooth action. It is spring assisted using speed safe. One thing I must mention about the pivot drone is that I've had a friend who has had one of these for several years, and he's done lots of work with it and lots of whittling. And in the years that he has used this knife, the pivot has not loosened a bit. Within his 2 to 3 years of using the Leek, the pivot has never loosened. So that's one good pro of this assisted opening knife, is that you'll never get a loose knife unless you pry with it, obviously. But just normal use and constant flicking, open in and out, open in and out. And, opening just in general would loosen the pivot screw, so that's nice. Really not much to say about this knife. That there are lots of variations. You've got the new stainless steel handle ones, except that it's a composite blade. It's got the D2 and also the, I believe, 1.4116 Krupp steel as a backing, and that's just 2 steels in one. There's also the G10 and S30V. There's the random Leek, which is a Tanto version, which is pretty cool. That's in stainless steel handles with S30V steel, which is pretty nice. They also had a ZDP titanium version, and that's actually a very rare model. Hopefully I can find one, but not really in the mood to spend that much money for a folder. Rather have a good fixed blade. But other than that, this is just your usual Leek. It's a good knife. There's a Kershaw logo right there. Really not much to say about this knife. That as a first knife, I would recommend it. It's excellent for the money. Very fun to play with. Easy access to it, and just good blade in general. Holds an edge really well for 440A. I actually did have a fast draw, a Gerber fast draw, and that was the exact same steel. And yeah, I have to admit that some of the lower end steels do actually hold a keener edge for longer. And again, that's with the edge stability. But this is the Leek, and hope you guys enjoyed.